Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another video of VLOGTOBER. VLOGTOBER even. Wow, I can't speak today. This video has been a long time coming. I promised this for the 1st of October and it's now the 19th, so I'm going to pretend that didn't happen. But it's how I customised one of my corsets. If you guys watch my corset review video, you may know that I own like loads of corsets, and I was originally going to spike out one that I purchased in my corset story haul, but I liked that one a little bit too much, and then like the fabric is a thick denim and it's just, I'm not pushing a needle through that. But I have this one from Burlesque that I really love. I just don't need 2 black corsets, and this material was satiny, so it was a lot easier to sew through, thankfully. But I basically just spiked it out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this took me a very long time. I started this mid-September and I finished it about 10 days ago, and then just put off filming it for ages. But it's a really cool upcycle. It makes something look like loads more expensive than it actually was, and it's just a funky piece to add to your wardrobe. I'm gonna stop rambling, I'll let you go into the video. So guys, here's what you're gonna need for today's DIY. You're obviously gonna need a corset. You can use a fashion corset that's not one that's like boned. This one is a mid-range corset. It does have reduction. It used to be my favourite, but it's not anymore, but I'm hoping to revamp it. We're also going to need some spikes / studs. Here I have some screw back studs. I have like 20 packs of these. I'm not going to be using these today, as I can't get it through the area I want to get it through, and that's on the boning. But I do have these sew-on studs. They're like jewellery studs. They're not as heavyweight as these, so hopefully the corset won't be too heavy, and they're also a lot easier to get on as they have holes either side to sew on. You're also going to need some needle and thread. I also have a needle threader here because I ain't threading no needles. You will also need a pair of scissors that I've forgotten to include. You're also going to need them. So let's get into it, shall we? So I'm going to start by unlacing my corset so I have it into separate pieces and so the back doesn't really get in the way. I also removed the modesty panel from all of my corsets. I can get a closer reduction, and I can never get it looking even in the back either, so I never bothered with it. You can't see where the one on this used to be. It used to be along here. So for now I'm going to leave one side attached with one loop still on the lacing and put it to one side. So I'm going to show you how I want my studs to be positioned. Because the way a corset is shaped, there's no real way to get them perfectly lined up all across the corset. As you can see, it is shaped so that when it's worn it adheres to the shape of the body. But what I'm going to do is I'm taking my studs and be putting them along the boning channels. Now if you wanted to, you could take the boning channels out and then put them back in and do it that way, but I am way too lazy, so I'm just going to do a sewing right on top. So guys, I've already sewn on 2 spikes and I've used masking tape to corner off the sections I want in a really weird way. So what you need to do first is take your needle and thread, and I tied a knot in the end of mine, but it has a really long tail. Because we can't go up through the back of this, we're going to have to conceal this underneath the stud. So I'm going to cut off this right close to the knot. I'm going to sew these on much like you would a button, so I'm going to start with an anchor stitch, which is where you go into the fabric and out in a really small spot. Pull it through and then do the same again. Now my studs have a little hole on either side. I'm going to slot my needle through the hole so it comes out, and then go in and out of the material. I'm going at a complete flat against the bone so it doesn't go through it. Make sure that's positioned correctly. And keep on going in and out through this until it's secured on there. Once it's thoroughly secured on here, I'm going to wrap it around the whole stud 2 times and then insert it back into the fabric. And then up again, still making sure it's all underneath the stud, pulling that really tight, and then anchoring it down with a stitch just to close it off. So making a loop, taking my needle, putting it through the loop, and then pulling it tight, and then cutting off the thread as close to the stud as I possibly can, and then continuing this for the whole thing. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope my cold is not too annoying, but I love how this turned out despite how bloody long it took. To be fair, a long part of the time was because I was focusing more on my eyeball beret with lots of eyeballs, so I was being lazy and putting it off, but I think it turns out really well. If you do get bored sometimes and just want to do it, I highly recommend it. But for now guys, stay safe, stay dark, have a like, comment and subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified of every single post, because I am posting right up until the 31st. Stay safe, stay dark, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
No time to stop and never soothing.